this video, I'm going to break down how I have scaled a jewelry business from $18,000 a month to about $64,000 in the last 30 days. So this was a jeweler that we started working with earlier this year in January. And as you can see, December 2024, they made about $18,000, something like that. And in the last 30 days, this is how much they've made, about $64,000, August 26th. September 27th to October 27th, because I'm recording it on October 27th. And that's about a 3x, let's say, give or take, over a 3x, but let's just say it's a 3x. And this is their gross revenue. This is how their chart looks. So basically, I'm gonna give a full breakdown of the systems that I've used to scale their business. And this might take over 5 minutes, but I can promise that this is gonna be worthwhile and it's gonna, add value to your business. So starting off, we have like a 5-part growth system that I call it, that I implement into businesses. Unlike other agencies that do only Google ads, Meta ads, or they do SEO or just email automations or some stupid stuff. What we do is we basically implement all these systems together parallelly so that they can all bring you traffic and they can all work together. So basically we start off with optimizing their website. We try to make it user-friendly, and if you already don't have a website, we build a website for you. But if you do, what we do is we implement mobile-first indexing. Time over time, we've realized, or we've seen that most of the shoppers that purchase jewelry, about 70 or 80% of them do it through their phone. So we make sure that your website is optimized for mobile-first indexing, meaning it loads faster on mobile. So you can check the page indexing speed of this website. We've optimized it to perform better, load faster, reduce LCP, INP, or whatever crap that is, FCP. These are just things that make your website load slower because of how the images or content is rendering. Basically, what we do is we make everything load faster by compressing images or content that's on the website. Then we add schema to the backend. If you already don't know, or if you don't know what schema is, it's nothing but it's a structured data that you add to the backend of your Shopify or e-commerce store that helps Google crawl your website faster and understand as to what the company is, how many reviews it has, where it is, what it does, what are the keywords, about other social channels that you're currently promoting, etc., etc. So that is actually what schema does. And we basically implemented FAQ and featured snippets. Let me show you what that looks like. Yeah, you can basically see that, this is the homepage, you have your call to action, you have your keyword with, internal linking to other pages. This is their best-selling collection. We have some trust factors, and we have what we call a featured snippet. This is a featured snippet. These are the keywords again. These are some of the collections. This is the trust factor again. And this is the FAQ section that answers most of the questions. Yeah, so this is the FAQ section that answers most of the questions related to Oro Laminado. And we've optimized the section in such a way that when Google parses their website or when someone asks for a specific query related to this keyword, we show up. It is very important now that you have an FAQ implemented on your website. If not yet, please do it as soon as possible, because SEO is changing to AEO, which is answer index optimization, and you want to make sure that your website is optimized for that and answering all the questions that people are looking for. And also on the back end, we've implemented their schema and sitemap so that all the pages are parsed properly and all the pages are indexed properly. So that was the first step. That is how we implemented all these features on their website. And over time, we've seen that with featured snippets, with mobile-first indexing, you could easily see about an 8 to 10% index with featured snippets and 25% with growth in traffic or session duration with mobile-first indexing. So the next step is, once the website's fully set up, we dive into SEO, which is on-page SEO, off-page SEO, internal links, backlinks, changing alt text, meta tags, stuff like that. All this fun stuff. So basically what we did was we found out the best performing keywords. And for this jeweler, the best performing keyword was oro laminado, which is gold plated jewelry. He's a wholesaler. And what we did was we found out the search intent, which was commercial. So what we did was we basically did a lot of on-page SEO. As you can see, how the page is properly optimized for this keyword, and we have one H1 tag with oro laminado as the primary keyword, and other CTAs, other smaller, H2, H3 tags with a similar keyword. This is a little different from keyword stuffing, but which is another concept in SEO, which you could get penalized for. So don't keyword stuff, but use it in a proper way where like you're using it multiple times, but you're using it where you're like trying to link this keyword to other pages like this. This is one of their best performing category page, and what it does is what we did was we basically built this category page. We got all their best performing products. We put it here, and we wrote a feature snippet answering some of the questions as to what the business does and what questions people are asking. And basically, hey, it's ideal for daily wear, gifting, reselling. Then we set up, internal links to other pages. Like this is like a blog section, and then again, helps you boost your SEO. That's how we implemented a feature snippet in the collection setting, and this is another feature snippet at the end of the collections page. And this is a form of FAQ section, but it's not really an FAQ section, but it's a combination of an FAQ and a featured snippet. And again, we've added, some of trust factors showing, hey, these are all the customers, this is how much they love our business. And this is also, their FAQ. This is also a featured snippet with internal linking to other pages. This is very important, and you just got to do it once because Shopify has a similar template for all the pages, all the collection and product pages. So you just have to do it one time, and once you do it, it replicates the same thing for all the collection pages. So make sure you're doing this. And again, an FAQ section, because we have their primary audience are Hispanic, to set up their FAQ section, which is similar to the first page that you see. We've answered all the important questions or most asked questions in Spanish. So we've not only done that, what we also did was basically update their alt text for images, set up their meta tags, which is for products and collections, which is so much easier to do on Shopify. So if you don't already have a store on Shopify, just build one. It makes your life so much easier. And in a way, it's promotional because we are Shopify partners. But I want the best for you, so I want you to be on the best platform so that you can have the best results. Anyways, that's how we updated the product and collection pages with trust factors, feature snippets, upselling, cross-selling. As you can see in the product pages, when we go to the product pages, what we do is we do the same thing, keep the description short, everything neat and tidy, have like a high resolution, big image of the product and related products where we're also upselling other products. So that is how we did our off-page SEO. That is how we did our on-page SEO. And off-page, as I told you, just update your meta tags if you haven't, and update the alt text for images. It is very important because there are so many images on your website, and each image should include the keyword that you are targeting and how most people are finding you. So make sure you're doing that. Next is local business optimization, local business profile optimization. Basically what we did was we've not only done their on-page, off-page SEO, local business profile, there you go. They're still ranking number one for this keyword, Orlando. And what we did was we automated most of their review process so that whenever someone purchases a product, we immediately send them an email saying, hey, if you love the product, please leave us a review. So it just makes it so much easier for a customer or a happy customer to, leave us a review. And this is set up through automations on the back end, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. So we're pretty much done with on-page, off-page, and other SEO things. And one thing I forgot to mention was building quality backlinks. So the website we use to build quality backlinks are Reddit, Medium right now, and we have other jewelry shops, jewelry blogs that we reach out to that give us backlinks. So we basically do content creation, production, and posting for Meta and TikTok so that you're not just targeting or reaching people on Google, but also these sales channels and building a strong online presence and having a constant brand identity and reaching customers that you in case would not be able to reach through Google. So what we do is we basically start off with content creation and then creative testing. We run your ads and we see what creative is working and what's not working. We do research, we do competitors research. So there's a tool called Meta Ads Transparency Center. So you can go there look at your competitor, look at what ad he's been running, and you can see the longest ad he's been running, which is like obviously the best performing ad. So copy that, put it, add your touch to it. There's no shame in just, doing that. Add your touch to it, put your brand name, and I'm not saying to literally copy the ad, but just take some creative inspiration from that ad and do it, for your brand. I hope that makes sense. Then, start testing multiple creatives this way. And what we also want people to do is run catalog ads, because Meta the way the algorithm works right now is like it figures out everything for you. So it figures out the audience, it figures out what product's selling well, it figures out, where like what age group what's the age group that are like most interested in your product. So, just run catalog ads. So in a month, what are the best performing products. And from there, what you can do is you can develop creative for these products and maximize on this. So you're not like all over the place. That's like, hey, should we test this product? Should we test that product? Blah, 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 XYZ. So then creating a lookalike audience and is also important if you're trying to retarget your customers. And if you're like trying to sell some kind of a subscription plan, or like say, because this is a wholesaler and they're targeting other, jewelry aspiring business owners. Their goal is if someone wants to purchase from them, or if someone purchases from them, we want to sell them over and over again. So what we do is every purchase we get, we create a lookalike audience, we target these audience, and we run a retargeting campaign so that these business owners who are trying to start their own business and purchasing from our business are, getting hit with our ads and are like, we're nurturing them in a way. So that is how you can like retarget people. And then, if you don't know what that is, if it's too complicated, we can do that for you. If not, just let Meta do its own thing and run, broad targeting. And this is our result. I'm basically giving you, 5 or 6 grand worth of content right here. So I hope this is the ad structure. This is the campaign structure. And over the last, month and a half or 2 months, we've been like 8xing, 9xing on our ads. So this August ad set is our catalog ads. These are short reels. And you can basically take inspiration from this. And yes, as you can see, the landing page view is late. Despite these being a little lower, you can see the ROAS is about, on an average 8x. And these are the results from Google Ads. We're doing, almost 4.5x. So on average, we are hitting about 5 to 6x on both ad platforms. We also do TikTok shop ads for this brand, but we've noticed that they don't perform well, and TikTok performs better if, your product is around 25 to 30 bucks, but they sell jewelry that are like $4 to $5. So we are eventually going to create bundles and set up affiliate marketing, which is also a really great channel where you can like sell all your products. If you need help with that, obviously we're here to help you. And the next step is content creation and posting. What we do is I send a photographer. We send a photographer to basically go to your shop, do shoots, do custom catalog shoots, like produce content for you, take, reels and videos of, stuff, produce reels and videos and catalog photos. So eventually, like after 4 or 5 months of working with us, you'll have a full professional catalog. So getting reviews, getting customers to call you, or getting people to like find you or like get directions for your shop on Google is so important that people are doing that. And it is very important you're adding these call to actions or setting up these conversions in your Google Ads, which I am going to talk about in the next step. So we're pretty much done with SEO, and now coming to Google Ads, which is your, primary source of, traffic or lead gen. So most of the customers we work with, we recommend to run ads, and running ads is the best and most profitable way to get sale or purchase or leads when done right, which is why you're here, because I am running ads for my business and I am providing you value with how to scale your business in this video. And anyways, we run ads on multiple sales channels, that is Google, Meta, and TikTok. And our strategy for each channel is different depending on what the customer needs or what our business needs. So initially for this business jewelry brand, we ran a PPC campaign, and we ran this campaign targeting, this is a high level thing, and I hope you understand this. If not, just send or clip this video and send it to someone who does your PPC or who does your SEO. So when you run PPC campaigns or when you do SEO by itself, it doesn't translate as fast. But when you do these two together, it's like you are 2xing or you're like 3 or 4xing the time 4xing the amount of results or the result you get in an X amount of time, meaning it takes shorter time to get your page to rank number one if you're doing these two things together. So basically what we recommend is if you're trying to rank for a keyword, do your SEO and run a PPC campaign with broadband, space match, and exact match keywords to this. Then after the PPC campaign, you ran PMAX campaign. Google wants you to run PMAX campaign, and it basically is the best performing PMAX campaign. And we ask that you have compelling ad copies. You're providing value, meaning for this business, we're targeting wholesalers who want to start their own business and sell jewelry by doing that, like launching their own jewelry line. So our target audience were these wholesaling jewelers. So our ad copies were targeting these wholesaling jewelers that wanted to sell jewelry. And shopping campaign are basically nothing but this. This is what you see. So once you set up everything right, what you can do is what you see is like whenever someone types in Quanya, your brand or the keyword you're optimizing for, people can just directly click on this link on Google and purchase it from there. So that is why shopping in PMAX is important, because Google wants to Google basically promotes people to shop from their platform, and the only thing you need to do is just click on it, browse to your Shopify website, and you just add your card, and which is what Google wants you to do. After Google, we want people to build a strong social presence. So we do TikTok and Meta ads, and we basically create content for both TikTok and Meta, and we handle all the posting and creative stuff, content creation and creative testing. So we basically send a photographer your way, where he comes and captures all the catalog images, where basically we send it once a month, and he captures about 40 to 50 product images, and then you can use these images to post on your Instagram, TikTok, XYZ, or your website, where you're showing these photos of your beautiful jewelry. So we also do testing for reels. We produce different kinds of reels, like with AI, as you can see. Blah, 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 blah. This is dumb fucking AI, and this is just a human with AI talking in the background. And this is just your hand. This is for another business, but I'm just showing you the kind of creative we run. So it's not just like AI, we also do organic stuff, and we not only handle the creative part of it, but we also post the stuff for you, because posting can be such a pain in the ass, and we have people that are going to take care of this for you, so you don't have to worry about these things. At the end of the day, all you have to worry about is fulfilling your orders, and we want to partner with you long term. Automations, once all the 4 other components are done, what we do is our goal is to set up automations and convert one-time visitors to recurring customers, or cart abandoners or website abandoners. We capture them, we send them emails, and we set up flows in such. These are like examples of flows that we do through Klaviyo. Abandon cart trigger, abandon product trigger, abandon page trigger, and then abandon checkout trigger. These are some of the flows we run, and they obviously are interested in purchasing the product. That is why they're even on the shop in the first place. So just give them 5 or 10% off, or send them certain kind of value that removes the resistance during the checkout, to just give them certain type of incentive to make a purchase. So we set up the flows in such a way that your one-time buyers are becoming your repeat customers, and people that have abandoned the website are becoming your first-time customers. And we also set this up in such a way that we're nurturing the leads. We're not only sending them offers and new creative updates, we're also sending them, thank you for being a part of Rosario Simas. We value and love you. Stuff like that. Just nurturing them and telling them and showing them that we exist. Basically, so these are the 5 components or 5 pillars of our marketing strategy. One is, do we have 5? I mean, there are 4, but, in a way you can stretch them out. These are the 4 components of what we do. You optimize your website, we do your SEO, we run your ads, we do your creative, and we automate stuff on the back end so that you can chill. And this works. We've implemented this for over 20 businesses, and we've worked with over 50 businesses. And every time we've implemented this system in the past, it worked. And there's enough proof, there's enough data that it works. So this is just one example as to how we took this business from 18K to 64K. I think that's pretty much it. I hope you understand the basic principles as to what it needs to scale an e-commerce business. And agencies or people won't tell you all this information, but these are all the components that need to work together for your business to work. I hope you can implement all these systems in your business and scale your business. And if you want us to do it, we can do this for you. My goal is to empower small business owners. So please implement all these systems in your business. But if you want us to do it, we can do that for you.